Hello and welcome to another implementation video. This one will be on the file substitution feature in ObservePoint for the purposes of analytics validation. So what we are going to model in this video is the primary strategy that we recommend to use for file substitution for analytics validation, which is to swap out the production version of your tag management system with a test version. As a reiteration of this explanation for this use case, the purpose is to test your changes that you may have made to your tagging in your tag management system. We create a staging version first to implement those changes, and then we can apply it to a scan in ObservePoint and run the scan with the file substitution present in order to make sure that the changes we've made in our staging version of our TMS work as expected before publishing them live, which if there are any issues, will be live on your site and you'll have to deal with those issues where file substitutions allow us to test beforehand. So to do so, we're going to go to configurations on the left. We're going to go to file substitutions here. And then we're going to go to the top right, create new, and we'll call this GA4 prod to staging. It's going to ask us to fill out these two fields. The first is the network request URL that we want to replace. So the prod version of our Google Tag Manager TMS in this case. And then we can, as an option, do a string literal match for the network request URL that we want to replace, or we can do a regex match for that, for any network request that matches that, any network request that matches the regex that we may write. And then this is the JavaScript file or the network request that we want to replace it with that will take its place. So in this example, we would be providing our staging version of our tag management system. One thing that I might do for demonstration purposes is just to pretend that staging.googletagmanager.com is the staging version of our tag management system. However, you'll notice that it'll throw an error if it's not a valid URL. So just for the sake of demonstration, we're going to revert this back to the exact same URL, which is not what you would want to actually do. But just for the sake of demonstrating, it'll check the URL, it'll say that's a valid URL, and then we will say save. So now we have a file substitution configuration ready to go, but it's not been applied yet to any scans. If we want to do that, we then have to pick an audit. We'll just choose this one, go to edit. And then this field here provides a drop down of all of our existing file substitution configurations. So I will check that box. And that is it. We can then say save changes and we can run the audit and then review the results in the tag inventory report to make sure that tag presence matches what we expect, and the variable inventory report to drill into the changes we may have made to our actual data collection. The same would go for journeys as well. We can go to wherever we expect the changes to manifest, whether it's in the tag presence report or if it's in the variable summary report. And that is how we can use file substitution for the use case of analytics validation. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.